Oh, don't go more fine. Man, that's huge. Alright. This is Let's Play Dynasty Warriors 7. I'm the Mysterious JG.
I am Bobo the Vulture.
We're playing it together even though it's a one-player game, and this time it's Bobo's turn to take the helm of... well, Sima Zhao. Alright. At least you don't have to reassess the weapons unless you want to.
Suppose I could make sure his skills are probably all maxed out. Yep, they're all maxed out. So we got that going for us.
Who's the person you talked to? I think we just saw who you talked to end the mission is, oh, it's not your chick for a change. But you do get to talk to her.
Hey there, how's it going, lady?
Everybody is happy to see you back, my lord.
I'd be happy to see you back when you walk out of my life!
You saw through Jiang Wei strategies and turned back the Shu forces. I don't know of anybody else that could do that.
Except for the many
I can see that I'm going to have to take matters more seriously from now on. Very well. Leave it to me.
Yeah, because...
So I'll talk to her again. Usually when there's back and forth conversation, there's another one.
Seeing you there just now, never mind.
I think I need to throw up.
Seeing you there just now.
I felt a stirring in my little clonus. And your name is?
It should have been Zhuge Dan leading this battle. I'm sure the Emperor would have found him much easier to manage as well.
Anyway, do you like my skin-tight armor?
But I could never serve beneath a guy like that.
So, you mean to say you appreciate serving beneath me?
I'm so happy to hear that. Look at me.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be on bottom if you...
I wouldn't go that far. You were stuck in Xuchong all that time. If we hadn't done something about it, you really owe us one.
I know.
Your command style isn't bad. At least compared to that Zhuge Dan character.
I don't like him, by the way.
That does seem to be the impression I'm getting here.
It's nice to have a nice unified army.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're all unified in thinking that Zhuge Dan is a big doof.
I'm probably not hit you.
I overheard Lady Yuanji muttering to herself the other day.
Something about how bad she needs
She
you.
said something about not being able to go on without... and then I couldn't hear any more.
I think she said...
I wonder who she meant.
something
Opium,
about...
I think it was.
Oh, I was going to say oxygen, but maybe it was food.
Libraries.
She said something about not being able to go...
Not being able to go? That's terrible.
She's constipated, my lord.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
That Xiahou Ba is tenacious.
Like my hat?
I thought he'd never make it. But he's
really
back,
do,
and he's better than ever.
He's got a knack for making things better.
That Xiahou Ba is tenacious.
Hey there, friend.
Did you hear Cao Mao wrote a
He's got a
poem?
unique druid
In
hat.
it, he described himself as a dragon, and you as an eel.
Did you hear about Cao Mao wrote a poem? It went like this. Cao Mao on the prowl.
Did you hear about the lonesome loser, my lord?
If you hear him, scoot.
Did you hear
Bow, bow, on the prow. Woo!
Hey, fellas.
Lord Deng Ai had faith that you would return, my lord. He was delighted when he heard the
You
news.
should have seen the look on his face. It changed slightly.
Lord Deng...
Lord Doug.
The soldiers respect you, my lord.
I don't know why.
Because you respect their lives.
Really?
The
Where'd
soldiers...
they get that idea?
Look, the reason that I always want to leave battles early isn't because I want to spare bloodshed. It's because I want to get home.
I'm still a sumo, guys. Come on.
The people have chosen you, my lord.
shove in. Rocky, Rocky,
Also, this one soldier in the actual gameplay field, he makes a little hat for me. It's great.
Even if Zhuge Dan claims victory here, it will still feel like a loss to
Meanwhile,
him.
the guy over to your right is like,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I agree with that.
Yip, yip, tell him, Chuck.
Even if Zhuge Dan...
They weren't scared, Sugar
I
Man.
hear one of the enemy's officers has a flower growing out of his head. Is that true?
What?
I hear one of the enemy's officers has a flower growing out of his head.
Growing out of his
Is that
head.
true?
Well, I mean, yeah. I imagine it's not actually literally growing out of his head. That might be a rumor, but
That Jiang Wei came sniffing around as soon as he heard of your brother's death.
Sniffing? Really?
That Jiang
As soon
Wei
as he
came
heard that your
sniffing around.
girlfriend couldn't live without someone and didn't say who, he started sniffing around.
Lord Chen Tai is a rising star. They say he may be the next strategist of this army.
You know, once you get killed, then
Lord-
you can replace you with somebody.
We have been waiting for you, my lord. We need you in order to beat Shu.
We
Listen,
need...
I'm a rising star, but apparently I don't rise high enough to get my own unique sprite, so...
We have
I
been...
need you, my lord. I need
your
you.
muscle.
That's what, what's her name there needs, apparently.
Love muscle.
You can't go on without, you know, love muscle.
That Jiang Wei. He said to me there's no point in reading that book. You're not smart enough to understand it.
Whoa. Like him. Like
that's
him.
kind of
Seems like
neat.
kind of addicted.
If I see him again, I'll rip out his smart little tongue.
Actually, like, right there.
Lord Zhong Hui should be a fine warrior in time. Everyone says he has the talent,
He's definitely got
but
the
his
douchebag ring.
personality attracts a lot of enemies. I only hope he survives.
I'm not sure I share that hope.
But his personality...
If I see him...
When will I see him again? Sweet, sweet love.
Lord Douchebag is... Oh,
Your command style.
That's the guy they're talking about.
yes. Welcome! Oh, okay, I don't know. Welcome him.
Welcome.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one either.
Well, alright. So, what's happening, doggy?
What's the boom, what's happening?
What are the battle conditions like?
The enemy vanguard is approaching at incredible speed.
God, like
They are nearly
teleporters
ready to
Shit,
overtake
high
our
rate
units on the
speed.
front lines.
They've got the Bluesmobile. They're gunning down here. Oh, wait,
The use of deadly force has been authorized, so...
That's good.
However, their main unit has not yet begun to march. It must still be making the necessary preparations.
I see. We should set our plan in motion before they begin to move.
You got anything
In
there?
that case, you should attack from the center, while Lord Jiang Wei and I attack from the east.
The East.
Do you want to hang out with that Lord Zhuang Hui guy?
That sounds good to me. Everybody, it is time to begin our advance.
Game Boy Advance.
Let's get this started then, shall we? We'll march through the center and take out their main force. Looks like I fell for their trap. I hate it when they do
Wait,
that.
already? Like I fell for their trap. I hate it when I do. I mean, that's like a cute little piece of dialogue, but how can you possibly have already fallen for their trap? I guess if the battle starts with you having already fallen for that trap, fine, but then don't do like a lengthy, leisurely wandering around the camp sequence first.
Fight me now! For
There's the
glory!
food libraries. You don't need them yet.
Try and stop me!
Read my lips, guys. I wonder if you can use the officer fan. I don't know.
He doesn't know, I mean...
Serious this time. We must retreat. This is not the end.
That was almost too easy.
Who else is here? There was another officer with guy. No, there was. I mean, I guess.
I'm serious this time.
Lord Zhong Wei and Lady Wang Yuanji are already advancing to the east. We must keep
We'll
up.
never hear the end of it if those two bitches beat us.
The enemy is led by Xiahou Ba and other famed officers. We must stop them before they do any damage.
They're going to form a super.
They formed a
The
vampire.
skill you displayed on the battlefield inspires us all to carry out our duty. The fog is compromising our vision. We must proceed with caution.
Speaking of,
This is to our advantage. The enemy will never see us coming.
Should I take these guys out or?
All right, my lord. We should strike before the fog lifts.
So you are my next opponent. I'll crush you like all of the others.
I'm serious this time.
Time to show me what you're
There's two different music tracks
Yeah,
for a dominant character.
Confused by that.
For yours is the first head I shall seek.
I think it depends on whether you've entered into the
That was
fog
almost too
area.
easy.
Now I can move soft jazz.
This cliff looks scalable. We may be able to sneak up on the enemy this way.
This ladder looks climbable. I mean, we're a couple of sneaky little monkeys, aren't we, dang eyes?
Who's that? Enemy troops?
Let's just take a little break here.
Try and stop me.
You give him the demoralizer. And they're in chaos.
So, my lord, the enemy has been thrown into chaos. Now is our chance.
Come on, Dung Eye.
Come on, dumb guy.
Where did you come from?
This time.
Well, you know, when Sima Yi loves a woman very much,
It's kind of a boy. He loves no one other than Phoenix Stylings of Mark
Dane Cook.
I cannot afford to die in battle. I shall withdraw for now.
That was almost too easy. I'm serious this time. I'm serious this time.
To retreat is not
You
necessarily
might want to grab
to
food
lose.
library. It's up to you.
I'm here, I might as well.
This place belongs to us now.
This planet.
Oh. Well, you can get back up, though, and there's a bridge. Oh, there's a bridge.
We have the upper hand. It is time to finish this off.
With our hands. Especially the upper ones.
This hand of mine glows with an awesome power. Its loud roar tells us to grasp victory. I'm gonna use the, slightly upset throat to my advantage. Right. And speak as great characters.
One step back from here. Fight me now for glory.
Okay,
Oh, Mom. Better animation.
it'll take more than that to surprise me. Using the fog as cover.
Take more than
Oldest trick in the
surfing on my warriors to surprise me. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Stop me.
Whatever.
I'm serious this time.
Like,
I'm serious
cover
this
it,
time.
it's somewhat
Must
awkward.
retreat. This is not the end.
Back up on the farm.
That was almost too easy.
There, Gordon out. Oh, there's also food on the way to the library.
I'm serious this time.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Go, boy. Good.
Yeah, I thought I had a Muso.
I'm serious this time.
That one looks particularly lame when it misfires. Oh, I thought a huge explosion in my face there, sorry.
Although I may be adept at fleeing a battle,
You really are, buddy.
it doesn't mean I'm proud of it.
That was almost too easy.
But then again, it was also kind of hard.
This place belongs to us now.
I'm gonna take a nap here. I'm gonna get shot back here.
The skill you displayed on the battlefield inspires us all to carry out our duty.
Carry on our wayward son. Though we feast when we are done. We'll lay our weary heads to rest and
Not cry anymore.
right. Now it's my idea. Oh, you could jump into it from above and in the fog and attack from the sky. Really fuck with their heads. Oh, and it's Shinkai in there. Inside. Oh, I thought it said that Wang Yuanji had defeated Guan Yu. And I was like, wow, really? Regroup and stuff.
I should have seen this coming.
Forces dropping out of the sky in a fog? I should totally been prepared for this. Apparently not that confusing for people because there's no shooting the song.
Try and stop me.
You probably want to try to hit that. As soon as I say that, I realize they're blocking.
Such strength. Until next time, when I can return stronger.
That was almost too easy.
Whatever it is.
To retreat is not necessarily to lose.
Although it is in this case.
This place belongs to us now.
Sweet. Gotta say.
I love the fact that there are hostile archers installed here. Nice timing with the fog lifting there.
That little touch I had installed. Enemy archers.
Forces have no choice but to withdraw. Your decisiveness and courage have won the day.
And you showed up your girlfriend and that other
Yes, it's
bitch.
been very successful. Now, move up our front line for me, will you?
Yes, my lord. I will give the order.
Thanks, Paul. You take care now.
Don't you go change it.
Sima Zhao as the casual commander. I really do like him a lot more than I did when I played through this game by myself. Leo Bois, like the guy that all the black characters are angry it's not already playable.
I'm serious this time.
How about muscles?
Try and stop me.
That would be a good sign.
They've been pretty generous with food libraries, although they haven't been. Yeah, now I was about to say they finally give you a full health. They had been giving you like
They give smaller, easily more so.
Try and stop me. I must retreat. This is not the end.
That was almost too easy.
You have truly earned your reputation. Such a display will boost the morale of our troops.
Go.
I shall return. Remember that. For yours is
Who
the
else
first
hanging
head
out
I
here?
shall see.
Nobody. Good.
That was almost too easy.
Almost.
Let us
Go
advance
back up.
together. I shall require your strength to carry out our plans.
I give you orders for some reason.
That's his Jiang Wei.
I think he's like your uncle, actually.
I should probably take one of these guys.
Well, we should probably take out the siege weapon.
Fight me now! For glory!
I don't think they're on your side.
Take one step back. Fall back. Hold this position with your... Serious this time.
Caught up with the other spawn characters. Jerky guy who had like a row of swords flying in the air next to his head.
That's what you want to hold the line in somebody else's voice.
Possibly Dang Eye. Or the voice of Bobo when he had the core when he's trying to hold on.
I must retreat. This is not the end.
That was almost
You guys
too
all get
easy.
back here now.
Can you move the line up front for me, would you please?
on the battlefield inspires us all to carry out our duty.
You guys, you're doing all right on your own.
A fire attack. Just what you'd expect from Jiang Wei.
I mean, literally just what I'd expect. Why aren't I prepared for this in every single battle? Want an interim save, or...
You perpetuate the chaos without a thought for others. Let me stop
I'm
now.
seriously perpetuating the chaos.
I suppose that's true.
Just a thought. I mean, it's getting pretty hairy here.
It is. I would appreciate more. Our vampire attack. Maybe if I could.
Maybe there's a reason they only let you play as him in one mission, because it's like, vampire attacks are too powerful.
Wei Yang. Trying to take out your siege weaponry. Give me a moment.
I believe you just ran in the face of them. Were you behind it? I was like, dang, I ran up to you and like, looked like he was stabbing you with a giant weapon. He's like, oh, this is the famous battle where Dang I betrays Jin and enjoys shoot, specifically you. Now there's a super attack to your left, super effect. Attack power up back over here. Which, coupled with the constantly refilling Muso, might be very handy.
Now, where am I? Where'd Yue Ying end up
The general
going?
direction you want to go in is over inside that.
Yeah, I have to defeat Yue Ying first, because
Right.
the game's closed, but can't see what she's
Over to your right, you're like kind of behind you. Yeah, this way somewhere.
Serious this time.
The Jiang
You
have
one-shot
arrived to aid the
that
Wu
guy.
army.
Young, I thought they played.
The Jiang, this'll make things a lot tougher.
Everybody's a
To
Jiang
retreat is not
tonight.
necessarily to lose.
Serious this time.
Aren't they the same guys who
That
like
was almost too
betrayed
easy.
us, and or like they fought against us, and then they said they would join us forever? You guys are like jerks.
It's nice to see you taking this seriously, my lord.
Serious this time.
It's
Just like you said,
taking it
you know?
Seriously. I am serious this time.
Serious this
You are
time.
quite a tactician. Your performance out there was simply an effort to get me fired up out there, no?
No. Oh, is that at least it was an officer. For a second, I thought it was like a regular dude, like spastic. Okay, folks, we had quite a run going there. It was inevitable that we were going to run, but it is inevitable. So I guess I was right to call for a save, because it means I don't have to start this from the beginning. Or maybe I shouldn't
Well,
have
if
called
you
for a
think-
save, because it means I'll just get to play for a little while, and then you get the next mission.
Well, or
Either
if
way.
you think that this one is going to,
We'll
be
see
a-
if it's... I think it's salvageable. Gee, how you on? There it is. Including the defeat of Ma Chao.
Yeah.
He also had a son who was kind of a boner and betrayed Wei, but you know,
He was a boner.
kind of a boner. Where's the luck?
Oh man, abandoning Wei. He really pulled a boner.
kid's such a boner. Gah.
I'll show you on. Because you know he just...
Try and stop me.
Seriously, try and stop me. I want you to. I really do.
Try and stop me.
Or I'd like you to at least get hit by my Muso, so I don't die. Oh, I didn't realize you had taken out the armor.
Yeah, I think the holding down the right bumper, Muso, they tend to block off of.
And prepare for
Serious this time.
The Jiang have arrived to aid the Wu army.
Oh, I'm like one hit away from death now.
The Jiang?
This'll make things a lot tougher.
Stop me.
I have discovered my own weakness. I must work harder to overcome it.
That was almost too easy.
Try and stop me.
He's got an arm lifted in the face there. Go ahead.
Alright. You kind of didn't get out of the gate there. Ah, Jia Qiao. Of Qiao Xuan. She later married Zhou Yu of Wu. Together they with her older sister, Da Qiao. They referred to as Qiaos. Wandering a rumor ship of Zhu Liang that Cao Cao was after Qiao's sister, Zhou Yu persuaded Sun Quan to declare war, ultimately leading Wu into the Battle of Shibi. And what did she do? Nothing.
Nothing. The most brutal gift to the most brutal bass player. Blackest gift for the most brutal of all bass players.
Oh, I guess they're just like throwing all the ladies at us this time. There was
Just as we do it.
well, we had Zhen Jia Qiao. We had
Yeah, you step back out into the field of fire. The arm
Oh,
serious.
I realized I was like heading towards where. Okay, one more time.
Yeah.
Back here. He seems to have the most articulated, like, getting hit and death sounds of anybody. And another of the fine, beautiful ladies.
Come on now. That makes me very angry.
I like to enunciate my feelings.
Yes.
I can
You
walk
skill
away.
in the
I
arts
can do
and in
that.
warfare. You like to draw pretty paintings of gore.
Like Rhino tackling somebody.
Yeah.
Try and stop me. Serious this time.
The Jiang have arrived to aid the Wu army.
Sure.
The Jiang?
This'll make things a lot tougher.
I have discovered my own weakness. I must work harder to overcome it.
That was almost too easy.
Alright, I'll you take it. If it comes my turn again, I think I'm starting over. Well, I just need to get right out of there, and find food. Shang Jing. Another beautiful person who expresses her emotions by saying, I'm angry.
Oh, she does?
I don't know, but Cao Pi apparently does, so.
When you whistle, she'll come a-running.
It's so unfair.
It is said that her ladies-in-waiting were constantly outside her room dressed in full armor.
So there's that.
Yeah.
And the beautiful Zhu Huang. Look at his sheer lazy.
He is nothing but sheer laziness.
Serious this time. I'm serious this time.
The problem is there are archers here, so I kept getting shot by the archers.
No!
You were killed by the
Killed
Wood
by
Oxen.
Wood Oxen.
They're not really wood oxen in this one. They kind of look like they're metallic, but yeah, alright. Yeah, I think maybe this wasn't the smartest place to do an interim after all. A match for Sun Tzu.
That's too bad, because that's one of those missions where, like, it could seem to be going alright for a
Well,
long
it's kind of a
while,
long
and
one,
then,
yeah. I mean, I think this is the last little stretch here, but
yeah.
I think you have to take out the arbalist, then get on a horse and get out of there, basically.
Hi guys.
Serious this time.
What the hell? I tried to jump. No, I mean, it's seriously, like, he stands there for like 20 minutes after hitting his Muso. It's just like, check me out.
Oh, there's the other cow.
Mm-hmm.
They really want us to get briefed on the fine.
They have even fewer things to say about her than they do about Dakyao, or Chakyao.
Be such a notch on the moon and stars and cause the flowers to hide in shame. Stupid flowers.
She used to go around stepping on them just to prove that they sucked. Dakyao is a horrible anti-flower monster. History records she hated flowers. There's Ma Chao. Better run, Bobo.
Yeah, that actually is part of the plan.
Serious this time.
Well, you got a score to settle over that whole wood oxen incident. They're actually maybe getting on a horse and retreating isn't the thing. Maybe you got to get going on into their camp and find whoever is in there.
Serious this time.
Of course, doing that I think means taking out.
Hearing stuff dropping. There's an attack power up.
Yeah.
Serious this time.
The Jiang have arrived to aid the Wu army.
Worry about him.
The Jiang? This'll make things a lot tougher.
Everybody Wang Chun.
I have discovered my own weakness. I must work harder to overcome
Get
it.
in that direction either.
That was almost too easy.
Call your horse and then try to ride to a... Because you've already
Is
taken
it
a lot of food.
possible you have overcome your laziness, my lord?
Head back to the main
Even
camp.
if just
Probably
for a
the best
moment,
idea.
I am quite proud of you.
Fight me now! For glory!
Come on. Get back.
Jump into hell.
Hungry for head.
It's nice to see you taking this seriously.
It's
my
nice to see you running with your tail between your legs, my lord. I guess he was just defeated when you were yanked. He started recruiting. I'm pretty sure you've already taken the food library that was here.
Alright, it came up.
It's the last of the three that you had to clear in the fog. This was Camp Shingsai, I think.
That's
We have sing-alongs about, well, one thing.
pretty sure I didn't come up with this.
There's the food library. Oh no, it's alright. Those are strong.
Doesn't mean there won't be any here. There are completely different reasons for there not being any here.
Well, we need to move fast because the Qiang reinforcements probably end up like defeating your allies and wrecking everything ever.
I came back here for more than that.
The horse is off to the left there. Head back to the main camp. Do that. Dang, I kind of needed you to hang out at that. the main battle and things are going our way. But
Worth peeking in here.
there we go.
Yeah, it is. Out of back here, should I just keep heading back?
Just for sorry, folks. I mean, you asked.
That's tough. I really.
Rolling cows and gliding horses. There's like rolling oxen and gliding horses, I think was the actual name of the bizarre food transportation technology that Zhuge Liang used. They're defeating officers down there without your help. That's a pretty good sign. Maybe the Qiang reinforcements are just kind of a technicality. Where it's still in you have won the battle mode.
What are you guys doing back here?
Guarding the main camp, sure. Seemed like a good idea.
It's a terrible strategy.
We're preparing you to just meal, sir.
Attack. Oh, well, okay. In that case, that's
Yes, we put it in a pot. Sure hope it turns out to be food members here. We put it in a pot and we left it at that other base. He must have already eaten it.
Evade the strong and strike at the weak. That is a fundamental tactic in battle.
We're bullies.
the main camp does seem to be clear of.
Alright, summon your horse and ride hard south, like the very southeastern corner has a camp. You have nothing for it. Jesus, horse. Roderick Jesus.
Let me transport that war.
Yeah, they used to make Jesus stuck by putting peanut butter on top of his mouth, so it made it look like it. There's a drum. I keep seeing drums and thinking we found food library. Or library. Check a path ahead, see if you can actually get up to that next altitude or if it's impossible.
Well, they seem to be taking out the.
Yeah, but head, I mean, if you can head south, it'll let you do it, yeah. There's actually a couple forts down here. No, they're not going to actually win the battle, but it looks like they've defeated the Qiang, however it's pronounced, reinforcements. So they should be going into the main camp. Well, check your victory objectives. It might be that you can't lose without personally being defeated. Hit select, I think. Chen Tai is defeated. Okay, so it is possible for you to lose. But Chen Tai is hanging around in the base camp, isn't he? Yeah, so never mind, you got this. I would probably save. Oh, there you go. Food libraries. The wind didn't break it. Sima Zhao's most intense battle with that one thing. They're defending against that wall. Keep a close eye on that wall to make sure it doesn't attack.
I'll keep an eye out for communism.
So we might want to save when we get back to the enemy camp, but
Oh man. After all this, you would not want to.
Are you riding with the block button held down?
No.
Okay, just does that for a second. I didn't notice it.
Now that it's starting to burn again, let's go.
Burning the itching prefecture.
Let's keep it moving, people.
Keep running, baby.
You believe your wits are a match for mine?
Are you that ugly guy? No, that was good something.
It seems I underestimated you, Sima Zhao.
Serious
This battle is not over yet.
Although you just blasted me across the map there. I don't know about that.
serious this time.
Jiang Wei was unable to land and start fighting again because his body was in midair being pushed along fire force.
Serious this time.
Is it possible you have overcome your laziness, my lord?
Serious this time.
Even just for a moment, I am quite proud of you.
Well, that must be very heartening for you, Bobo.
Oh yeah.
This is not over. I will never surrender.
Well, I don't know. I don't seem to be able to attack
You
guys
still
anymore.
don't get it,
I
do
feel like
you?
it's over.
You can't win. It's a waste
What the
of
hell
time.
is that thing?
Crescent fresh by Jiang Wei. Oh, those are flying knives for Jiang Wei.
That's that then.
You were most magnificent out there, my lord.
Oh, shucks.
Not that we'd expect anything less.
Flicks his hair sweat at you.
My lord, you have earned this trust.
Earn this
And you
trust.
earned these boobs.
And now, there is no one else for you to lean.
And now she dies? What?
I'm ready. But you'll have to let me complain sometimes.
Isn't there something else you should say first?
That's right. Sima Zhao out. You know, cutting off this video.
His power restored, Sima Zhao repelled the attacking Shu army.
Great, now I can watch
He's
TV
still
again.
the energon from the
Gone
power
was the
plant.
Sima Zhao who constantly depended on the assistance of his father and brother.
now there's a huge badass Sima
In
Zhao
his
burning
place
all of China.
stood an ambitious young man who was ready to assume the mantle of leadership necessary to conquer the land.
I am ready to assume the
Meanwhile,
mantle.
the Emperor of Wei, Cao Mao, secretly approached Zhuge Dan at Shouchuan.
And said, can I have your autograph?
Having connections to Wu, Zhuge Dan kept his distance from the other officers who kowtowed to Sima Zhao.
Who cow Zhao
Further,
to Sima Zhao.
the animosity between the two left over from the Dongxing incident still remained
That causes
unhealed.
me to do a double take. I'm surprised.
Cao Mao used their ill will to attempt to lure Zhuge Dan to his side.
But Sima Zhao was in front between them, so...
He told him that there could be no better guardian of the Wei kingdom.
Then Guardia de Mo.
Jakku?
Behind Sima Zhao's brilliant glow, there lurked a dark hatred for Wei.
I sure do have a dark hatred for Wei.
As tension gripped the
Yeah.
land, Jiang Wei made his move.
damn it. Jiang Wei.
Again.
This new Shu invasion came unusually
Attacked a little
quickly
green
after its
pimple
previous
on top
attempt.
of Shu.
How is it unusual?
Realizing that the enemy must be
Always
unprepared,
friggin'
Sima
happens.
Zhao sent Zhang Hui and
I
Deng
think the
Ai to
surprise
deal
was
with
that
the
there
threat.
wasn't a quick
And so Shu
revolution to
attacked,
deal with first.
ignoring their lack of strength, struggling forth, fueled only by the dying wishes of their long-departed allies.
The lonely legacy.
Were
of
they
the
not
dead.
still the common fools that had been so detested by Sima Zhao's father and brother?
No, now they're only the wishes of those fools.
As Zhong Hui and the others headed for Duangu, Sima Zhao began to realize
This game would never end.
he could see at last who was the real enemy that corrupted the land.
Dong Zhuo.
Oh, hey.
This guy.
Yeah.
His style and outfit.
So corrupting the land, baby.
I'll corrupt a man myself. We'll find out more about his ability to corrupt things next time, folks. But yeah, that one, yeah, it was we'd had a pretty smooth sailing, so it was about time that we had one that took more than one effort. But when we come back, hopefully we'll have the smooth sailing back, because this guy, Bobo, is the one who had the bizarre flying knives thing that you were like, what the fuck is that? It's this guy.
It looked like a candelabra or something.
Yep,
he's carrying around a
He's
menorah.
gonna kill Liu Shan in the library with a candlestick. That'll happen next time on Let's Play Dynasty Warrior 7 on the Series JG.
I am Bobo the Vulture.
And we'll see you then.
Bye.